I don't want no flavor. Stop giving me all this spice.
She tells you the tale of how long ago, it is said 1,000 years ago, the goddess Saloon presented the earth with 3 of her 7 stars. One of them fell into the town that is now known as Idaho. And from that star, it gave birth to a flower with a pink hue. And anyone born upon these lands are just gifted with, I guess you could say gifted, but when they're born, their eyes just turn to a pinkish hue, as they are now tied to these lands.
Tied to these lands?
At least that's what they say. But...
So anybody born within this immediate area having pink eyes, they have to be born here.
Yes.
And it doesn't do anything, it just changes the color of your eye?
I haven't noticed anything from it. And I've heard no tales of such, but... it's rumored that if the flower is still alive, it's guarded by the queen. But, no one's heard from her in ages. She said suddenly, after this whole issue between the orcs and our town, which I thought were settled long ago, suddenly the area to the queen's palace was just cut off, and the guards won't let us go up there anymore. But I haven't heard why. I've heard a rumor that maybe she's just been ill and just is on guard, but...
Strange.
Yes. I'm not sure what to make of it, really, but... It is what it is, I suppose.
What color were Thola's eyes?
When you saw her in the dream, she had pink eyes.
So you said 3, so there's some more other places?
Yes.
Was he trying to get into that food?
No, she's hungry. She thinks she's dying.
Was he too fat to die?
What?
Always with the knowledge checks with her. Anyway.
Always making them checks?
Yeah.
This is why she's best.
I've heard there were 2 other towns that have also received the blessing. One was Wisteria, but the other I just simply don't remember the name of. But from what I've heard, the folks in Wisteria, they have like a deep violet eyes instead. I heard that the flower there bloomed a different color. But enough about that. Let's celebrate. Tomorrow's the final day of the competition.
Did I do all right showcasing the items?
Yes, yes. Why wouldn't you have? You did very, very well.
I'm just foreign to the idea of fighting for showmanship rather than conquering.
I see. There were moments where, after your attacks, you could have maybe played it up more and riled the crowd to just in a way showing vulnerability towards your opponent, but allowing the crowd to see your confidence in wielding it. But you've come this far. You've done so well, and I'm sure we'll make great profit.
It's true.
Penrose, are you doing anything in particular? The night before?
Yeah, let me see if I can find a couple of healing potions.
Alright. You notice that as you're browsing around the different vendors around the area that I've all set up for this festival, you don't see Marvin anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be back until after the tournament, right?
He said he should have been back in time, but you can't seem to find him.
Would I be able to make my way to a shop?
Yes, there were some vendors that came from elsewhere that would be able to provide you with the potions. The first one you go up to, they are selling their healing potions for 30 gold each.
I'll buy one.
Okay.
I would like to use Identify on the potion I have.
Which one?
The green one.
The one you got from the tower.
Yep.
It is a potion of greater healing.
Ooh, damn. Greater healing? The one you gave me was just normal healing too, wasn't it?
Correct.
And the one I just bought is probably normal healing, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I want to make my way to Marvin's shop and see.
When you head to the center of town into the marketplace, you just notice it's deathly silent. There is not a soul here. The shops are closed, and you gather that they're all relocated to the tournament area. But while you're here, go ahead and make a perception check.
12.
You need to start making potions, motherfucker.
Yeah, I fucking put off my training with him to do training for this fucking tournament.
The potion of greater healing will be 44 plus 4 when you use it. But, were you doing anything in particular while you were here at the marketplace?
Just trying to find some shit to help me out.
Yeah, you're not really finding anyone selling anything here, but on your way out, you just heard the sound of something fall over inside one of the shops.
Can I tell which shop it was?
You can make an investigation.
13.
While you were moving around, trying to see if you can locate maybe where the noise might have come from, you get in an area that's close to where Marvin's is, but at that point you can't discern. You think it could have come from a shop, but you're not entirely sure. And as you're peering through some of the windows, you aren't necessarily seeing anything.
I'm just gonna pull my stuff kind of tight to me, keep a hand on my shit, and fucking walk all the way to go to Marvin's the rest of the way.
You're gonna try and go into a shop, is that it?
Yeah, let me see if the door's open.
When you go to touch the door, you suddenly notice it's not locked, and yet the sign on the door says, "Away on business."
I want to slowly open it and like knock on it and announce myself. You know, like, Marvin?
You always do this shit by yourself.
That's how he operates.
Apparently.
He's a lone ranger. You get it? You get it? You get it?
We're all loners, goddammit.
You're a lone ranger, though.
Yeah, you do it alone. As you announce yourself, make a perception, as you don't immediately see or hear anything.
1.
Yeah.
You don't immediately see
you hear no
blind.
response. Not even from Alexander.
I don't like this. I pull out my knife.
As you're holding this knife, you just feel this tingling sensation. You need to definitely hit something. But yeah, you're at the ready, and you start going in, I suppose.
Actually, is there anyone out in the streets right now?
There is no one in the marketplace except you, supposedly.
I'm gonna stay at the door, and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to raise my voice and shout, "Intruder, show yourself."
With your sudden burst in volume, you suddenly hear just a small sound of fright as and it directs your eyes towards one of what you thought may have been just like a mannequin, and suddenly they twitched a little bit. They seem to be wearing some sort of cloak obscuring themselves.
I'll continue yelling, because this lasts for a fucking minute. Who are you?
As you've clearly taken notice of them, they just start darting towards the back of the room.
I chase.
Okay.
While I'm chasing, I want to try to switch to my longbow.
Okay, you start running after this person, and as you get into the back room, you have them pinned as there was no exit from this place. They frantically tried to just hope to find some sort of back exit and currently can't seem to find anything.
I'm gonna aim an arrow at them and warn them to give themselves up.
You can't stop us.
Who are you?
Nobody. It's already too late for you.
Look, I don't give a shit. You're in my friend's shop. And you're gonna come with me to the guards right now.
You notice him pull a knife out of his pocket. He's holding it as if he's gonna strike himself.
As if he's gonna strike himself?
He plunges the dagger into his throat. He starts gagging, forcing himself to bleed out.
I run forward and put the wound, the peridot of wound closure around his neck.
You put it around him, but
he's
is not attuned to the
That's
item.
right. God damn it. Shit.
And he's starting to bleed out now, gagging on his own blood.
I want to try to use some medicine skills to save his ass. Are there any like potions or anything in the back room here that I think would work?
He has all sorts of potions. Some made through alchemical means.
Would I be able to recognize
health potions?
Would I be able to recognize any of them as a healing potion or something that would save his life?
You can make a quick Arcana check to try and determine.
Terrible at Arcana. 10.
There are some red and some green potions. They're labeled with symbols, but you're not really sure what they mean.
Do the one that has the cross on it.
What are the symbols? Come up with some bullshit symbols.
I have to now. One has the symbol of fire on it.
So not that one. Don't use that one.
Could be fire resistance.
Still not gonna use it. It's not gonna help right now.
One has the picture of a wolf on it. Another one has a picture of like the silhouette of a very tall being on it. Another one has a picture of someone climbing a rope. Another has a picture of one man holding...
Have a talk with Marvin about coding his fucking potions
system.
with pictures.
Yeah, no, I wanna just try to like...
One has a picture of a heart. Another has a picture of a heart with a cross in it.
That one.
Yeah, let me grab that one.
Which one?
The heart with a cross.
Wait, is it a cross or is it an X? Because those could mean two different things.
Instead of it being a cross, it would probably be 7 stars.
I'll grab that one.
Okay.
Pour it down his throat.
Roll 2d4 for me.
3.
As you pour this potion down his throat, you notice the wound starts to close around the dagger in his throat.
I pull out the dagger.
Wait, have you not? Oh my god. You know what? Let it happen.
Look.
Reopening the wound.
You're right.
The 5
I'm fucking panicking.
5 points he had gained back are now gone, as he's once again dying.
Let me try to bandage him.
Okay, medicine check.
Just give it up, man.
4.
I mean, you think the wound's closed. It fills up with blood fairly quickly, but in a matter of moments, it seems like the life drains from his eyes, his emerald green eyes, and he just slumps over and stops.
Didn't have to be this way, man. It didn't have to be this way.
And as the life drains from his eyes turn from the emerald green into a pinkish color.
What? Shit. Is there anything noticeable on his person that would help me identify him at all?
Do an investigation.
6.
You find among his belongings the dagger that he stabbed himself with. It seems to be a piece of paper inscribed in some sort of language that you can't make out. And aside from that, he has nothing else on him. I mean, clearly he was looking for something, but I guess he didn't find it before you showed up.
But I still don't see Alexander around either.
The cat is not within this room, no.
I want to call out for him.
As you call out for him, you can just hear a meow sound coming from the main room. And when you go out to investigate, you see him on the floor. And as he wakes up, he just yawns out loud, as though he was put to sleep.
Terrible guard cat.
I tell him to follow me into the back room.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I came looking for Marvin, but he wasn't here. I couldn't find you, and there was somebody. The door was open. There's a guy in the back room now. He killed himself.
What?
Yeah, come fucking help me. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
The cat follows you into the back room and says, I don't know what to make of this. You killed this man?
No, I cornered him back here, told him to give himself up, and he stabbed himself with his dagger. He stabbed himself in the throat, and I was trying to patch the wound, and obviously I'm not very good at it.
Do you know what he was looking for?
I have no idea. The only thing he said was, you can't stop us. What the fuck else did he say? It's already too late.
Interesting.
Also, I noticed as he died, his eyes were an emerald green, but now they're the pinkish color that everybody around here seems to have.
That is not good.
You think?
Help me figure it out, bud.
If what you say is true, this town may be in grave danger.
I already know that. I've been
What?
here. Look.
What do you mean you already know that?
I have recently acquired some information that I intended to pass on to Marvin.
Hence me looking for him.
As you are arguing with this cat, you are suddenly hearing the sounds of footsteps entering the marketplace. Sounds like a lot of people.
Is there like a window from the back room that I can peek out of?
Not in the back room, but
Alright.
you could look out into the main room.
Alexander, stay here. Let me go see what this commotion is.
Okay, and as you are in the main room of his shop now, you can start seeing guards fanning out into the marketplace, looking into all the shops, trying to discover the source of this loud sound they heard of an intruder.
Yeah, I'm gonna wave them over. Like, guards over here.
You see several of the guards walk up towards you and begin to quit. Oh. What are you doing here? What's going on?
I cornered an intruder in Marvin's shop here, and he's killed himself in the back room.
Some of the guards begin to just barge their way past you into the shop to take a look for themselves. Upon seeing the scene for them, you see some nods between them, and some of them begin to lift up the body and take it out with them. And then one of the guards comes up to you and says, "Thank you for stopping this matter."
Where are you taking his body?
Well, we're taking him in for examination to find out what was going on.
Would I be able to come with you? This seems to be a very odd case. He mentioned... It seemed like he was looking for something in the shop, and when I confronted him and cornered him in the back room, he said that I could not stop them. He mentioned like he was part of a group, and as he died, his eyes changed color to the pink that they are now. They were an emerald green.
I see. Well, thank you for all the work you've done. We'll take it from here.
Let me come with you and help with this investigation.
We feel it is best that we handle this on our own. Thank you for your services.
It sounds like some bullshit!
I mean, they did kind of did they let us kind of get involved last time we were here?
This time you're...
Will you at least inform me of what you find on your investigation?
Yes, certainly. How can we contact you?
The shop.
Yeah, leave a message for me at Marvin's shop here.
Oh yes, very good. And just try not to spread word of this. We don't need panic going on within the city.
Maybe panic will help keep people alive.
Skoll's not looking either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think that there's anything else I should be doing. I guess I'll go back in after they leave with the body to talk to Alexander.
Okay. Anything in particular?
Where is Marvin? He said he should have been back before the tournament started.
He told me he went away on business to collect some things. Some of which was information one of your friends wanted to know about.
Who was he getting information
Taurus was talking about something about some spell that he couldn't use or something. Marvin went to check on the details to see if there was any way around it.
I don't remember that. Okay.
He's also collecting various other custom orders that he needed to grab from locations.
But he hasn't been back in town at all?
No, it should have only taken him a few days. I don't know what the holdup is.
Is there any way that you have to contact him?
He's too far away for me to do that, wherever he is.
Do you know of anything in the shop? Well, fuck, it's a magical item shop. Do you have any idea what that person might have been looking for?
I have a few ideas, but I feel it's best to wait until Marvin returns before discussing such things with you.
Okay. Since he mentioned that he was part of a group, please try to be careful and be vigilant. There might be more people that come after the items. If you have a way to hide them or protect them more than they already are, you might want to do that. Also, would it be alright if I spent the night in the shop here to help keep an eye on everything?
Sure.
Okay.
The night goes on. Skoll, was there any last minute thing you wanted to do?
Nope.
Sorry that Scott keeps running into the encounters by himself.
I thought it was going to be a minor thing.
It was something.
This one I legitimately thought was going to be a minor thing. The shit with the fox, like, yeah, I should have fucking asked for help with.
This was something that only would have happened if someone went to the marketplace during the tournament. That was the only qualification for this. And you went to the marketplace during the tournament when no one was around. But yes, we move on to the third day of the tournament, the final day of summer. And Skoll, you are up first.
Skoll drags his feet out.
As you enter the arena once again, and you see your opponent on the other side.
If Skoll comes out, he's gonna be a little awkward and like try to have his weapon up and like shake it a little bit, like yeah. But he's like clearly extremely wary of it. But he's trying. He's trying.
You see your opponent before you with the 6'1" tall male human with long curled silver hair and equally long beard with cyan eyes. He has a smooth pink skin tone and an athletic build with a square but bland face and a short chin. He has 4 tiny piercings on his right ear. And as he's walking up to you, you can see the breastplate he's wearing is a black armor. There also appear to be goggles on his head and a lantern to his side. But most importantly is the metal device upon his back that he now pulls out and wields in both of his hands. He says, I look forward to a good match.
Skoll nods.
The referee asks if you are both ready.
Skoll nods.
Initiative check, please.
You go first.
Oh no. 4.
Well, he beat a 4, so
Probably.
As he immediately takes an offensive stance, turns this device towards you. You notice now it has 2 barrels on it.
It's a shotgun.
And as he
shotgun.
pulls some sort of trigger with his finger, and a loud thunderous sound escapes from it.
Can I use my knowledge of tinkering to dissect what is happening in real time?
Yeah. As the bullet enters your brain, you figure out it's a gun.
As a piece of metal.
Do I add just my tinker's tool bonus to that?
Yeah.
It's not really Arcana, is it?
Not really. So add the tinkers, yeah.
And I had plus 4
8,
tools?
I believe.
Huh?
I think you have plus 8.
8 for tools?
Yeah.
Damn!
Because it's plus 6 for Arcana, and then because you're an expert in that particular tool.
I got an 18 then.
You believe this device is referred to as a thunder cannon.
He's an artificer, ain't he?
While you yourself are an artificer for constructs specifically, he would be an artificer for gunsmithing. This kind of technology is a bit beyond your current capabilities, but yes, as the thunder sound goes off and a bullet flies into your direction, it narrowly misses you, but strikes against the metal on your back.
So, Skoll has a tinker's boner right now. His bulge is ever present and at attention. He prematurely trick switches, and stares dumbly.
So the bullet like flies past you, just like, oh.
No, but for reals, I go try to attack if it's my turn now.
It's your turn now. He had a wide shot.
But I will say, I do have a raging rage.
Here's what you do, is you just rip it out of his hands and you just, what the fuck is this?
I could.
You just bust out your tools and start like taking it apart, trying to figure out how it works. Like,
16. He's gonna be hard to hit, isn't he?
As you take your first swing with your weapon, you were scraping against the weapon at first, but at the end of it, you were able to nick him.
Yeah.
All your damage.
Yeah. Wait, I actually hit with my attack roll for once. Fuck, what is the scimitar's attack? It's a d6, okay. I'm not used to hitting the first attack. So... By the way, I've been sharpening the blade every night, just in case it wasn't obvious.
Okay.
Numbers. 7.
what?
You did some damage to him.
Life's hard, okay? Shut up. Then I'm gonna trick switch him. Can I roll a performance to how cool it looks?
You sure?
Well, I'll see if I hit first.
You gotta see if you hit first.
15. I did a little bit less.
This time, as you're switching the weapon out, it hits him. It gets close to nicking his skin, but you didn't quite hit it.
Oh, someone has the armor score of 16.
That was easy to figure out.
It only took 2 hits. Well, fuck.
And now it is on to his turn. But you wanted to roll performance, or do you not?
Oh, well, I mean, I missed, but I mean, the whole process of the first hit and the trick switch, I suppose. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm apparently really good at performing, even though I have a +1 in it. I got a 19.
So, here's the thing.
The one thing I can
I'm
roll
also surprised Ben didn't do. Because you rolled a performance and you did so well, your next attack will have an additional d4.
Ben's a gladiator. He dropped the ball.
This was supposed to be his thing, and he didn't do any of the things that he's supposed to do. Appealing to the crowd helps you.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Ben should have known. That's his background.
Okay, so I get what to my next attack?
Your next attack will have an additional d4.
Sweet.
Because you performed so well.
So cool.
But now he turns his gun towards you.
How close, like, aren't I too close? It's a range attack.
It is a range attack, but he still gets to shoot at you.
Well, fuck. It's like, that's not cool. You can't shoot bows that close.
You can.
I mean, shut up. Seems ineffective to me.
But flabbergasted at your own design,
Yeah, we're just like got constructor boners for each other right now.
Very interesting weapon you got there.
I nod excitedly in the middle of combat.
As he pulls the second trigger and a second shot fires off, making a loud thunderous sound. This time, he actually gets to hit at a 19.
He misses.
I doubt it.
Shut up.
I fucking doubt it.
I fucking doubt it.
Dealing 12 points of magical piercing damage into you. And with the second shot fired, he uses his bonus action to reload his gun.
Well, fuck this guy.
It is your turn.
Is he prone while he's reloading?
I don't think he is, but he can be knocked prone by some of your attacks.
I love this. His cat was meowing. I stuck my thumb in his mouth mid-meow and he starts going to sleep with it.
But yes, Skoll, it is your turn again.
I'm gonna attack with my scythe now. Nat 20.
Well, you definitely hit him. So go ahead and roll.
So do I roll 2 d10s or do I add everything up then times it by 2?
I've been going like roll double dice.
Okay, I can roll double dice.
Potentially get more that way.
Yeah, but I rolled an 8, so I mean, unless I roll another 8, but whatever.
It didn't matter.
It didn't really matter. So hold on, I got it. 8, 16. Do I do strength for both?
Add your strength twice because you critted.
18. Wait, no, 16 plus 4. 20 plus 1. Do I add anything else?
You did your 2 weapon rolls and you added your strength twice, correct?
Yes, and then I added my 1 for sharpening.
And add that twice, technically.
Oh, twice? Okay, 22.
22. He's bloody now.
Quick trick! Switch.
Roll your
Trick, switch. 17.
You are just able to hit him as you're swapping the weapons form.
Quick trick, switch. So I'm gonna blood do it, and I got another. I can only roll like 11s with that shit, and with my +1 sharpening, 12.
He is looking very hurt at this point, and
dude, like. All you need is 1 good 20, and you're pretty much set. Up until the opponent fucks you up.
From his mouth, he just goes, I'm starting to feel like this fight is a bit unfair.
You're the one with the bloody cannon! He actually does say that.
Yeah, watch this.
We're jealous of each other's weapon while we're beating the shit out of each other.
This time he rolls a 15 to hit you.
He meets, but he does not beat.
Yeah. But yeah, there's another explosion. It's so close to you that it like hits the shield on your back and nicks off some of its corrosion.
Oh no. Oh no. Like, okay, so I dropped the weapon. I'm beating this motherfucker to death with my hands. I'm a very mad orky boy.
Okay. Skoll drops the scythe.
Just grabs him. Fucking shit, how dare you! That was a blind rage, I won't lie. He doesn't got anything on this one. This one just became very personal. 17.
Just barely hit him again.
I keep rolling 11s. Like it's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
You start bringing your fist down into his face, and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?
How dare you!
What did I do?
My door!
What? You brought a door."
Okay. So 2 plus 4, 6. Can I put a +1 just to make me feel better about it? I can't sharpen my fists, but my god, are they raging.
No.
Damn. 6.
Yeah, he's starting to bleed out of the nose now as you're pummeling with your fists, but he's still standing.
So at that point, I kind of like, can I roll to like grapple with him a little bit because I'm like hand to hand with him now.
Yeah, he's gonna do an opposed grapple to try and get out. So
I'm very upset.
Go ahead and roll that.
Is it just strength or strength and proficiency, or just a hit?
It's just athletics is what it is.
Athletics? Oh, that's better.
And he got like 19.
19?
Yeah.
19?
Yeah.
I got a 17. Just athletics? Just athletics?
That already includes strength and proficiency.
Oh, my athletics is wrong then.
Are
Wait, no, because it
proficient in
doesn't.
that
No, I'm
skill?
not proficient in it. That's what I realized. Just strength. Just the 4. 17.
He pulls himself away from you.
But he had to use his action to do that, right? I'm very upset. I just want to keep punching him for as long as
Technically,
possible.
grappling is an action, so that would have been 2 actions for you.
Oh, that's fair.
So now.
I'll stop bitching. Fair is fair.
So.
I could use my bonus action to punch him in the face!
He takes a single step back, pulls the trigger.
He stepped out of combat!
He did not move 5 feet away. Just. Jeez.
He's gonna die! You don't understand! He shot my door and knocked off paint!
This time, when he pulls the trigger, you see a bit of extra light flare through the gun as it fires towards you.
I roar at the bullets!
With a 23 to hit, or was it 24?
I roar the bullets
high enough
away.
to hit you. As you take 17 points of magical piercing damage.
That hurts.
Yeah. And he will use his bonus action to reload the gun again. It is your turn.
Can I have a little metagame and tell me would punching him again actually kill him or not? I speak to the god in my head and it's like, is this a good decision? Should I stay this angry or should I get smart?
Well, let's see here. You're raging.
That's
you
true.
have a strength of 4. If you roll well enough, it could work out well for you.
Oh my god.
Ooh, roll to hit.
Oh. Can I just pretend a 19 is a crit for my rage?
You are not a champion fighter.
25. Does that break his shitty little AC?
Yes, it breaks his AC. Oh, son of a bitch.
What?
He has adamantine armor. Your crit damage wasn't crit damage.
Too late.
But I already, yeah. Damn it.
Max 8.
You were able to do just... The whole reason I gave him the adamantine armor was so he couldn't be critted.
I'm sorry.
As the symbol breaks and the flower petals...
Do you want to, like, how much health would he still have? Just an extra 11?
Half of whatever you did during that attack.
So 11.
Yeah, you have exactly that many, because he needed 8 more to go down. But I already included it, so... You technically win, unless you're really feeling like you want to go again.
Can I just keep pummeling him? Can I just, that we can make it meta on both our ends? Like, he still had the health, but I was just in a rage, and I just kept pummeling, like, wildly.
Let's see what happens.
Because I just don't want to keep fighting, honestly.
You won the fight, but as your fists keep going down on him, the referee steps in and tells you to stop, otherwise you'll be disqualified. So
Do my friends pull me off because I am in the middle of a rage?
Wow.
He gets like this, yeah. He gets this thing where he completely ignores anything you have to say to him. It's great.
So Scott, after you took 30 points of damage...
Why would I take 30 points of
See, he doesn't even know where this is coming from. He wasn't paying
Do you
attention.
even know what's going on right now, Scott?
He was raging and fighting.
What just happened?
Yeah, what just happened?
Why did you take damage?
Why did I take damage? Did I actually take damage?
Did you?
I shouldn't have.
What were you doing?
Watching the fucking...
What happened in the fight?
I don't know.
Oh, sounds like you weren't watching, so what were you doing?
My character was watching. I wasn't.
Can you recant what just happened in the fight?
I know parts of it.
Okay, what?
I know that you got pissed off because he shut your door, so you were pummeling him with your fists.
Uh-huh. How many rounds did that last?
Like 3.
3? Ooh, you got longer than we did.
What?
It's only 2.
Was it?
Yeah.
Alright, I was off by 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yes, Skoll seems to want to fight. He's still attempting to punch his old man while the referee's trying to hold him off. Telling you if you don't stop, you'll be disqualified.
Man, that's a referee's job. I know better than to get between Skoll and shit.
Vote of confidence. I'm just gonna assume Atriana said something and distracts him.
I was gonna say, I'll yell out, but like, Skoll, you need to stop.
He just flips you off as he goes by. I saw you not watching. I saw.
Fingers would have been watching.
Fingers don't know what the fuck the fight just happened. He don't know why he just took 30 points of damage. He don't know shit.
Because I didn't take 30 points of damage. I don't know what don't happen.
I hate that I forgot that. Oh well.
I love that you forgot that.
I even mentioned
because I was down to 7 health.
I even mentioned it right at the start of the fight.
The black armor, yeah. So I was surprised why I hit him at all.
You still would have hit him, you just wouldn't have done the crit damage. Oh well. In the next fight that happens during the day, the person named Ida versus Strix.
That's on your computer.
Yeah, that
because it's warm. She likes that ass warm.
You notice the person named Ida Boulder Down is enchanted with a spell that keeps her from moving during the fight. And through luck and sorcery, a person named Strix managed to narrowly win. Next you see Wu Can, the man wearing a mithril breastplate that displays the Blade Singer capabilities, up against Beverly, the barbarian who defeated Retortus in his fight. Through the use of mostly sorcery, burning several of his spells, Wu Can just narrowly defeats the barbarian who has a lot of resistances to blade weapons for some reason. And actually, the fight got so close at some point that it looked like he was barely holding on at the end, as she was pummeling him with her great axe. Wu Can versus Retor's enemy.
Yeah, he beat the vampire.
Oh.
This motherfucker beat the vampire. However, burned through a lot of his spell slots.
Hey.
The next fight you saw was the Goliath named Lone Hunter, as he went up against the woman Sherry. I actually have to do some rolls because this one could go either way, really.
You're too invested in these side characters.
And?
Can I make a side character? I'm really good at making side characters.
I already told you could. You have yet to present me with any.
I don't know how your world works.
Like, what kind of character are you thinking of making?
I don't know. Something cool.
Fucking Ian. Goddamn, another freaking close match. But in the end, Sherry, pulling a lot of these like pieces of paper off her weapon to enhance it with electrical capabilities, managed to pull through.
Listen.
Is this the bitch with the electrical mace?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to see electricity, people. I'm tired of it. Just because you like it doesn't mean everybody's got to use it.
This is the first character.
You will always go Blue Dragon.
And yet, when I rolled for the person, they turned out black.
Oh, that was just the black dragon. No. What's the deal with that? I thought dragons weren't a thing, by the way.
Yes, what is the deal with that?
What's the deal with that?
Maybe it's a plot point.
You are next.
Are you fighting the dragon?
No,
he lost.
I'm fighting the rabbit.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
As you face your opponents before the match begins, you see a 5'7" tall female elf. She has long black hair and pink eyes.
Do I recognize those eyes?
Everybody
Her face
else's
doesn't
eyes.
seem very familiar to you. But she is currently holding 2 hand axes, wearing some sort of necklace, but you can't see the emblem upon it as it's tucked underneath her shirt. And she's also wearing just some odd boots as they don't match the rest of her clothing. She's definitely wearing some leather armor, and yeah, she stands up with the line towards you. And the referee asks if you're ready to begin.
Sup, homie?
Yup, I'm ready.
Okay, roll initiative.